Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ambassador Jacobs, when responding to a FOIA request, who in the State Department is responsible for determining what is redacted?
Thank you for the question. It is the responsibility of the people who work in our FOIA office, which is in our Bureau of Administration, to determine what is redacted.
Who is the lead person, the head? Where does the buck stop?
It's a number of people who are trained and skilled in the FOIA law who do this. There's not one particular person.
Could you provide the names of those individuals for us?
I can.
Okay. Is there a specific criteria that they use to determine what is redacted and what's not?
Yes, sir. It's basically the FOIA law, the exemptions that exist under the FOIA law.
Okay. When responding to a request from Congress, who is responsible for determining what is redacted?
There are different standards that are used for Congress, sir. I think that you get more information than we would release to the public ordinarily.
I'm not so sure that we do. How is the process different between a FOIA request and a congressional request when it comes to what is redacted and what is not?
I think we are guided by the different agreements, arrangements that we have with Congress. Certainly, for releases to the general public, we follow the FOIA law, and I think with Congress, perhaps there are different procedures that we follow.
Do you know what those different procedures are? That's my question.
I'm not exactly sure of all of them. I'd have to get back to you, sir.
Would you get back with me and clarify that issue?
I will do that.
You have been really in charge of your role as transparency coordinator in the State Department. Do you believe the State Department is being transparent?
Yes, sir, I do. I think to the best of our ability, we are committed to openness and to, especially under FOIA, to releasing whatever we can.
Okay, but the question goes beyond FOIA. It goes to congressional requests as well. And it's extremely frustrating. Just for example, I know this with the FBI, but they just released a 58-page summary to the public, publicly released the other day. I was scanning through it. In fact, I have a copy of it right here. And listen, I understand, Mr. Chairman, I understand fully when there are potential compromises in our national security, I understand the need for redacted material. That is not even in question, I don't believe, with anyone. But the current process seems so arbitrary and just all over the map where and how redactions take place. And frankly, this is an issue that goes across the entire executive branch. And the questions out there are multiple. I'm looking right now with the summary that came out the other day. Ms. Clinton's birthday is redacted. I mean, what is the potential national security threat in that? You can go on Wikipedia and find it. In fact, I did.
Congressman,
that is no, sir.
If I could just ask.
No, I'm not asking you a question right now. I'm expressing frustration in the whole process. The very next sentence, it mentions Ms. Clinton's 5 attorneys, 4 of them by name, but 1 of them is redacted. We seem to be all over the map, and quite frankly, the end result appearance, at least, and I'm not making an accusation, but the absolute appearance is that obstruction is involved many times when it comes to what is redacted and what is not. And how in the world can we do our job of oversight when we're not given the requested information that we need to do our job? Or when what is received is so redacted, it's difficult to determine what has been really given us and what's not been given. So, Mr. Chairman, I think any reasonable person would frequently look at the material, whether it's through a FOIA request or a congressional request, and have great concerns that information that is needed for whatever requested purpose is not being provided accurately. And this, Ambassador Jacobs, raises a question as a transparency at State as well as other departments. And so, Mr. Chairman, I would just, I hope that we can not only get the material that we've requested, all of it, but I hope also that transparency can occur. It is America that's suffering when we're not allowed to do the job that we've been tasked to do here in oversight. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Before he yields, if the gentleman yield to me.
Yes, sir.
Ambassador Jacobs,